just start. I know we talked about basically 2025, and we just read what we talked about. So,
Yeah.
uh, what are some of the challenges that you have faced this year, and have they been like different situations with the same challenge? If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Like, for example, I think with the challenges, I think I also learned. Like, for example, with these good things that happen, there were so many things that I learned from.
Hmm.
But with the challenges also, that I've got to learn some things, either personal or either with the variables and with the social circles.
Yeah.
Uh, like, for example, the thing I really like I really want to have is a stability.
Hmm.
Like I don't want to be like rich or have everything,
Hmm.
you know. But I just want to have like certain kind of a stability
Yeah.
to do whatever I would like to do, to have certain kind of a freedom to do it,
Yeah.
right? And this year with changing some jobs and changing my work actually was a bit of a challenge,
Yeah.
but it also leads me to think that okay, I have to do some things to achieve that stability, which I was not thinking very clearly before
Hmm.
this year actually.
Yeah.
Because it was always in my head, but I was never given it like that much of a thought, or I never really I think worked on it because everything was almost stable.
Hmm.
There was like little bit challenge give me a like more clearer view
Yeah.
the things I really want to do to achieve that kind of stability, or what steps I have to take it on to get that. That's one thing. And the second thing was like as we both mentioned that we started off with friends and the family the new year,
Hmm.
right? And throughout the support we get from friends and from the family, it was also like really good. But at the same time, I get to know that people who I used to call friends,
Hmm.
uh, I saw some toxicity in it,
Hmm.
some red flags in it. And for me, I was always thought like I am not a very confrontational person, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't like to have conflict. Like I usually agree with the people if they have some kind of, thought on it because I think it doesn't really matter,
Right.
right? And this year, I also learned through some challenges that I have to protect my own energy
Mm.
first before giving it to others,
Yeah.
you know, and which also was a kind of a challenge, but not really a challenge, I
Mm.
would say, but like it gives me like an insight that, of course, whatever it is, even if it's your friend, you call this person a friend or even a family, whatever, if your own energy is getting hurt or if your own surroundings are getting, toxic because of that person or some of the behaviors, the first thing I have to do is to stand up and protect myself. So
Mm.
this is, I think, I learned and how to react on it. I guess this is something that I really uh, learned this year.
Feel that.
Yeah. So I think these were like, and also like managing my time.
Mm.
Uh, it was a bit of a challenge because I said like once I start doing something, the challenge does not become a challenge anymore.
Yeah.
It just becomes like, okay, this is something I have to fix. Like if I just see it as a challenge and just keep thinking over it, I don't really find the solution. It becomes just a challenge. It just become a big obstacle, a
Mm.
big thing that can be an excuse.
Mm.
And I learned this year also like, okay, these are the challenges,
Yeah.
and I cannot make it as an excuse to not to do things that I want to do.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest challenges I had this year is managing my time.
Hmm.
Like for me, working and working hard is not really a thing for me. It's nothing for me to
Yeah.
work hard. But being able to manage all the things you want to do and keep the relationships that you have, the ones that you want intact, like keeping them on the up and up, like keeping
Mm,
it so like there's room to grow in these relationships and like the relationships are dying has been one of the biggest challenges for me and I'm still figuring it out. But I think overall I like challenges
mm,
in general because if not, then like life just becomes like this straight line.
mm. Becomes a
And
little bit boring.
like for me, and this just came to my mind, like when you think of one of the things I think about when I think of like a straight line is like any hospital or movie or TV show you see, like when you see the flat line, you're dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Like life, your heart is dum dum, dum dum,
Yeah.
dum dum. So I think it's like as long as life is replicating that, then I'm doing okay.
Mm.
Like more than okay. And it doesn't even have to be more than okay, honestly. Okay is good. Okay is good. Okay is good. So, as long as I'm like continuing to figure out like how I could balance and manage my time in ways that like I'm keeping the relationships that I want in my life and like both parties in the relationship feel mm,
Content, uh,
like you're not being taken advantage of kind
yeah,
of,
yeah, yeah.
then I think then it's then you could continue to like go on and continue doing what you're doing.
Like balancing your work life, your hobbies, your career, and your relationships.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly.
Balancing out the life in general.
Yeah. And like when you take a step back and you look at it, it's like, all right, what things are you gonna put the most time into? Like for me, it's like, all right, I know like my job that my main money income, I'm gonna put 40 hours a week
Mm.
minimum. Probably like 45 because there's always, as a teacher, there's always stuff you have to do that you just don't have time to do at work because you're literally teaching the entire time. So it's like, all right, that's 45 hours right there, right? And I'm not gonna break up like each thing into hours, but uh, and it's like, okay, there's things that you want to do just because they make you feel good. There's things that you want to do that are helping you grow. There's things that you want to do because these are certain things or people that you want in your life, right? And then it's also about like communicating with those, at least for like relationships in your life, figuring out it's like, okay, it's like, what else, what do I need to do so we don't move backwards? And like just communicating with that. It's like, okay, what needs to happen so this can like continue to like grow and be better and our relationship can be great,
Yeah.
you know? So like I think this year like I've just done so many new things that it's it's been a challenge for sure, but it's like I not only see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's like all right, I am the light now.
No, yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. I feel that too. I feel that too. It's just not like uh, seeing that what it could be, looking at that thing. I think this year I went to like what it is,
Yeah.
you know? Like what I other than like what I want to be myself is like who I am right now
Hmm.
and how can I be more better,
Exactly.
you know? And
Exactly.
even in like in good ways, like all the positive things that you achieve, all the results, all the happiness that you get from life. This year I got is also so beautiful, of course, nobody hates happiness. But
Yeah.
also the things that actually does not make me happy,
Yeah.
that I did not like it,
Hmm.
also helped me to actually understand myself more. Like I think that is what it here was, a
Hmm.
learning curve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And of course, learning is always good.
Yeah, yeah, no
So
doubt.
that's why I can say the good year was really, really good.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment of the year, or one of your favorite moments of the year?
Mm, well, there were like few,
Okay.
there are few moments that I really like. Uh, like for example, the first one I already mentioned, my brother came here.
Yeah.
It made me like one of my most favorite moment, that the life I have here, like I can always tell them, show them, send them videos, video calls, tell them all about it. But sharing the same moment, sharing the exactly same life without telling or explaining,
Yeah.
it was just as beautiful it is, you
Yeah.
know? So that was one of my favorite moments that I have some family. My brother was here. And the second thing I did actually, which also like kind of, I can say it's my favorite moment too. Like I have a driving license, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't drive.
Right.
Right, I just don't drive. Like in China, you know that we don't really have to drive.
Right.
Like it's more convenient for me to not to drive,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And even when I go back home, I usually let my friends drive. If I don't have to drive, then I let my friends or my brother or somebody else to drive. I like driving though, but it's just like I don't want to have that kind of I want to
Yeah.
relax and sitting down and talking and playing music in a car. But this year, for the very first time, like I have drove in China, but in just in the city sometimes. But this year, I took a road trip to another city with my friends, and that was also really nice.
Nice.
And had this one, it was a new experience, like traveling from one city to another, driving in China. So that was also just one of my good moments. And also the variables for sure.
No, for sure.
That was like I had a thought. I had like, I had a dream.
Yeah.
So that dream now it is a reality. So that was also one of my favorite moments. And then in between, like meeting some new people.
Mm.
Like we always meet like I always meet people. You always meet people like when we go out. Sometimes your old friends or the people you already know, or sometimes new people as well.
Right.
And but because of this place, because of the thought we had, we met some really good people and
Absolutely.
really had a very good and deep conversations with them. And I think it was also just as beautiful.
Yeah.
So I like those moments, like meeting new people, small talks. It's okay. I don't really like it,
Mm-hmm.
but meeting new people and getting to know them really, and seeing that, sometimes the innocence of the word.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they were like in all that problems and chaos, in there still some beautiful and innocence things still exist in human beings. So that is just
Like
beautiful, I
this
think.
hope.
Yes, for sure.
I think for me, like I have three moments that come to my head. Seeing my mom, and then also my mom seeing me
It's a vice versa thing.
as like
Yeah.
a full adult now.
Hmm.
You know, like just we go out to dinners, and I'm like, oh, I got it. Don't worry about it. All
Yeah.
the time. She's like, it was got to a point where she's like, Andrew, I'm gonna go buy this because you keep buying everything. I said, Mom, it's fine. It's okay. So that like my mom seeing me as like a full on adult that could take care of themselves, and it's like okay, like I can see in her eyes that she's like, oh, he's gonna be okay, you
Yeah.
know. And then variables, of course. And then I think like the synergy that like the last 6 months of the year where it's like everything is connecting, where it's just like it's to the point where now it's like what we call coincidences for me now is just like
It's like
oh
interconnection.
yeah, like now I'm expecting that every day now.
Yeah.
Like at some point, some way, somehow, I'm just expecting something to happen where it's connected to like something random, but it's for sure connected, and like everything's connected. So I think that that has been that's probably like the number one thing. The past 6 months, the interconnectedness of everything has been very, very good. So yeah. Do you
S-
think we should
So what do you think, like, if you have to take one thing, a good good thing,
Hmm.
just one word or one thing from this year,
Uh,
and one bad thing.
one bad thing.
And bad in a mean that you have learned something out
Yeah,
of it. It's
yeah,
still not
yeah.
bad,
I
but
got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. One good thing is just like the not overthinking.
hmm,
Like the thought comes, either do it or don't do it.
yeah,
Either go do it or don't do it.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? But don't think about doing it.
yeah,
And I'm not saying that about everything. I'm just saying it's just like after a while, if you keep thinking about the same thing, and it's just like if you're able to go do it and you want to do it, go do it.
yeah.
Not like I'm thinking about do it. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm not saying that. I'm
So
saying
like you kind of saying like not overthinking this
yeah.
year was a
Yeah, it's
thing.
like if you want to do it and you're
Mm,
able to do it, like I'm not gonna think about like why I shouldn't do it.
all right. And what is the negative thing that you think that you learned or you take from this year?
Um, I think that's hard. I think sometimes I think my tolerance for like people is like a lot, and then sometimes I think it's just like very short.
Hmm.
And I think I would like to think I'm a very patient person, but I think this year, um, my patience with adults, I think, has grown shorter.
Hmm.
And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I think for me, it's just like at this point now, I know a lot of good people. I have a lot of good people in my life,
Hmm.
right? People I call friends and family. And I'm open to having more, but I'm also okay if I don't.
I'm not looking for more, but if I get more, it's a blessing.
It's a blessing. But if I don't get any more,
It's also good.
I'm so good.
Hmm.
I'm so good. I am like content with the people in my life and the value that I feel like they add to my life, how they make me better and grow in ways. And it's not like they're trying to do that, you know?
Hmm.
Like the people in my life accept me for who I am and I accept them for who they are. And it's just like, yeah, for me, it's just like, I don't need more.
Yeah.
This idea of having more, I don't need more. And like, one thing I'm really proud of myself is all my friends and family know I love shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
I love shoes. When I first came to, I've been here in China for 6 years
Now
now.
you're giving them away.
I just gave 4 or 5 pairs away,
Yeah.
right? And granted, I did just buy myself a pair of shoes. Like they just came today. I'm wearing them today, but I've only bought 3 pairs of shoes this year. Three? Come on. Four? Okay, my girlfriend's saying five. Okay, five. But guys, I was buying 2 to 3 every month before
Yeah.
for 6 years, 5 years. 2 to 3 pairs of shoes every month.
Hmm.
This year I only bought five, and I gotta double check
There's
when I get home.
improvement.
You
Yeah.
know, one of them's a water shoe that doesn't count. I can't wear those. But like, figuring out just like, oh, I don't need that. And like, it's
Yeah.
not like I buy shoes for other people anyway. I buy shoes because I love shoes. They make me feel good. You know, it's like I like shoes, but finding other ways to channel that energy.
Hmm.
So yeah. What about you? What's one good thing and one bad thing you're gonna take from 2025?
Like I would say the same thing, like not to overthink stuff and just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I will just add to it that, like, I would say, including into that, like adding into that, not because this is the same thing I have. Like I would say, like not to think too much, just
Mm-hmm.
work on the ideas.
Yeah.
Just whatever thought it is, if you feel like doing it, just do it and see how it goes because you never know.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
would never know like what the outcome would be.
Yeah.
I think it's the same for me as well. But I also think uh, that I learned in a way to work on the ideas like itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are there's nothing like really impossible. This is what I would take like because as I told like this is like a learning year for me.
Yeah.
I would call it a learning year. And but in that I think like uh things that we think are so big or you feel like impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they are possible, but you think impossible or too big to get to them. I think that would I take like, no, I can.
Mm.
It's not that difficult. It's not that hard
Yeah.
to do those things. So that's what I think I would add on to not overthinking to,
Okay.
yeah. And I think uh, the negative, I think I would say, uh, which I also learned from, I think I know a little bit more better, and I
Mm-hmm.
think I will work on it too. Is just like uh, it's completely opposite to you. Like you said, your temper was became shorter.
Mm.
So I think my patience was always way too much higher
Mm.
towards the people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, it just like way too much. And even though I disagree with them, I do not want to feel them bad. Or I would say, okay, let me, think of in like I was way more empathic
Yeah.
towards the people, and I think which was not really good too, which
Mm-hmm.
I felt this year. So I think that was the thing that I think like was way too empathic towards people, because sometimes you have to protect your own energy, your own surroundings, your own people. So that's what I think I would take it, but I will not take it like as a very negative thing. It's like, as I say, mentioning again and again, the learning year.
Yeah.
So I learned something out of it. And yeah.
Okay.
So now what about 2026? What is the something that you want to achieve? Maybe like we thought like you never thought about achieving when we opened this place.
Mm-hmm.
But like, is there some goal that you want to achieve in 2026?
Uh, Not really. No. Um, I think
Or you look forward to it?
I'm looking forward to continuing to grow and care for this garden that we're creating here,
Mm,
you know. But I think at this point in my life that like we said, it's like okay, I could think and think about goals,
mm,
but then I could be doing them. So like right
yeah.
now I'm doing something.
Mm,
And I also think that like the new year everybody's making new goals, but it's
yeah.
not really like I don't want to say realistic, but it's like all right, if everybody's making these goals right now, but then the same thing happens 2 or 3 months where it's just like, oh, those goals that you had in January, December, now they're over with because like this is just what everybody does at this time.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like I'm already the things I want to do,
You are doing
I'm
it.
doing it right now.
I just want to make them more better.
I'm just gonna continue doing the things that I'm doing right now
Yeah.
because I've already started doing those things. So like for me, I don't need to sit down and think about like some goals I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the one thing I do want to do in 2026 is use less plastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to use less plastic. One, it's not good for our bodies. All this fucking water bottles and all that stuff. I know it's not good for our bodies. It's not good for the environment. Um, that's the main thing. Use less plastic. But in terms of just like outright goals, I got so many goals that I still haven't achieved. And like, I'm not gonna sit down and think about goals that I want to do because I've already done that.
Mm.
So now I'm doing those things. And also like because of the things that we've started doing, new things have came from that already.
Yeah.
Right? So so many already ideas and new goals have been set up already from just from variables. There's so many things that I'm doing now that like came from if I never had started doing this room, this space, then I don't know if those ideas would have came. I don't know if I would have started doing those ideas.
Yeah.
So now they're not even ideas. Now they're things that I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
So at this point, like,
Like this idea. like this is a tree and now the branches are coming out,
Yeah, like, you know,
and you have to work on those branches,
yeah, and right now,
trim them somewhere or
exactly.
whatever. Yeah, I got you.
Right
Yeah,
now
yeah,
there's a lot of branches already, you know. So I don't want to overextend myself. I already have things that I wanted. I already have things that I am doing that haven't bear the fruit of that yet. So I'm in work mode right now.
yeah.
You know, maybe in a few months or when some of these things get finished, I can sit down and say, oh, I could do this. But what I already know is going to happen. There's going to be a new idea that I want to do. And then I
Mm,
start working on that. Right. So I guess I would say like to finish things.
mm,
Start something, you finish it. Or and maybe it doesn't finish. Maybe it's like you have to just keep maintaining it.
mm.
So for me, that's what it is.
All right.
And you?
Uh, I think like whatever I things that I have learned from this year
Mm,
in total, from different perspective, from variables and all the other situations and perspective. I would like to like I'm already implementing them,
hmm.
but I would like to actually implement them more in a good and better way.
Okay.
That would be, because when you learn something, then you have to put it into practice.
Yeah.
So, and I'm really excited because all the things that in the year I went through and have achieved. Now, how can I like? I'm very excited because now I know. Okay, now I got some new things.
Yeah.
Now I want them to put into a practice and just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Just see how it goes and what I learned from those things, putting them into the practice. But saying that, I am actually really, really excited. Like, normally I don't say that
Yeah.
about whenever the year start because it's just a cliche. Like, oh, I'm so happy, like it's a happy new year for sure, for sure. But at the same time, uh, I feel like the next year would gonna be way, way better, and I don't know why, but I feel very excited about it. This time about the new year.
I definitely feel that. I think to end this podcast, I want to read what we wrote the other day.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. And I think we should post it. Like we should start making journal about those kind of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, uh, we've been doing a lot of stuff, and one of the things that we started doing recently is like DJing. So we brought a deck, and one day I was just like, "Oh, let's go B2B, like back to back." He plays a song, I play a song, and I had this idea of that, like, "Oh, let's do that," but like writing. So I probably said that like a month or two ago, and then the other day we're sitting in the bar, and I was just like, "Oh, let's do that right now." And it's like Friday night. I'm like, "Right now?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, fuck it, let's do it." So this is what we wrote. There's not a title on it, but we'll leave this with you to end your year. Time is the most valuable asset. All of it, it's an illusion. So we must live in that illusion, dream or nightmare. We just know what it is and live as we want to, or live as we have to. The question is to be or not to be. And maybe the answer is both. Not be a slave of time, but an active participant. Even so, we are not in full control. Or is that an illusion too? The illusion itself becomes reality, sometimes like a simulation. But not partaking in that reality makes what you are partaking an illusion, a never ending cycle. Stuck in a loop. Is there a way to break it? Better question. Is there a reason to break it? If no matter what you're partaking in is an illusion, you might as well choose which one you participate in as long as you remember it is an illusion and stay grounded. What does it matter if you break it or not? Adapt and move. Then it all comes to choosing between existing and living. To exist is easy, but as I say that, I think of the chaos in the world and places where that isn't the case. So I must live and not take it for granted. Like not fulfilling the desires, but to acquiring the peace of mind. at any cost, question and or statement. As long as we get to that point, both question, statement lose the meaning. Nothing really matters at the end. I'm not living for the end, so things definitely matter. Remember, it's all an illusion. No end, no beginning. Just is, just as. Maktub. I hope you had a great 2025. I hope you have an amazing 2026. Yeah, this is episode some number.